Friday, and we've got our final fun stuff video to work with today, and we're playing with the Cretacolor colored pastel colored pencils. Not pastel colored, but pastel colored pastel pencils. That's it. And of course, as I told you yesterday, I bought a special little bag for them, and it's got the nice Cretacolor colors on it, so that I can pretty much say that this one's for the Cretacolors. And it has cute little devils on the little pull tabs. It's so cute. So I did buy that, and it will hold this entire package of Cretacolor colors. Cretacolor pastel pencils. And I did buy some more full blender sticks because this one's getting kind of short, and this one's kind of almost unusable. I can still use it a little bit if I stick it in here, but I can't sharpen it anymore. So I bought some more. That is the purchases, and of course I bought the Ayan Shan skin tones. Some of these skin tones are my favorite to use over top of alcohol markers. So that I bought for the Tips and Tricks Tuesday on skin tones. Alright, so our Cretacolor pastel pencils. Ta-da! As I showed you yesterday, they are a beautiful, beautiful pencil. And of course, we will go through and look at the swatch and all that fun stuff. On the pencil itself, it has Cretacolor Fine Art Pastel from Austria, and then it has the barcode, the color name, and a number. And this part of the number is the color number. So we have reddish purple here, and it's number 26. And as you can see, they're quite pigmented, and they're very lovely. The one thing I don't like about the Cretacolor packaging, the tin is fantastic. It's the same as the Soho tin. It's just it has the Cretacolor embossment on it. Like I said, Soho is a product from the same company as Cretacolor, and they're packaged the same. They have the same flimsy trays. So that's why I purchased this, so that I don't have to worry about the flimsy trays. So after the video, I will put them in their bag, so they're all protected and lovely. They're so nice. I have the Cretacolor Mega colored pencils, and those are just fantastic. So I wanted to try the Caramia, and I wanted to try these. And I've been working a lot more with coloring with pastels lately, so my husband bought me these for hitting 1,000, though he just bought me the Derwent ones, and yeah. I haven't used those a lot either. But they're lovely. They're so pretty. Yes, I pet my pencils. But I'm going to slide this up without dropping them, hopefully. So it comes in 2 trays. It is a 72 pack. And they do come in this color order. So it actually comes in a really good color order. Of course, we have a swatch to look at. So grab your cup of coffee and sit back and relax. This won't take a whole lot of time. It is 72 colors, so it will take about 5 minutes, if that. Alright guys, I will be right back. microphone and it didn't unmute. It's like, so I have tried to sharpen them. Um, the Cretacolor package comes with a little um, bit of sandpaper and some instructions on how to sharpen your pencil. So as you can see, this one's a little off. So from doing the swatch, so I'm just gonna see if I can figure out how to sharpen it. And that did a pretty good job. Pretty cool. Now I gotta take my brush here. See if I can dust that off. So that's how you sharpen them. As you saw with the swatch, it does come with two whites, perma white and zinc white. It has a really good selection of yellows. And I have gone through and I've smudged these with a Q-tip so that they're all blended together. So it comes with some nice reds into the pinks, and then light pinks into the rose cut like gray pink colors, into the purples and the blues, and then it goes into a couple of really light tan skin tones here, and then ivory and ochre, and then into our browns, and then into a couple of different interesting ones: olive brown, blue gray, Payne's gray, brown gray, and then into yellow gray and green gray and smoke gray, all different colors of gray, even a pearl gray, which is really kind of cool. So there's all different colors available in the set, and of course they work the same way a colored pencil does. However, they're a pastel, so that means that you're not going to be coloring and coating the entire area with your color. You can, of course, do that, and you're going to get a bit of a chalky residue on your page. So we're going to color one of these pictures, and I think we're going to color, I need a fairly large area, so I think we're going to color this one. I'm going to switch over to the close-up so you can see. Now this is a tan paper, so the colors should be more vibrant on the tan paper. So we're going to color, and I'm not going to go back and forth. I'm just going to lightly put in some color into the darkest areas that I want that color to be. And then I'm going to feather it out. Into the blank areas with a Q-tip. And then I'm going to get a darker yellowy orange color. Let's see, where's my spot sheet? Of course, put it underneath the pencils. Doofus. So I think I need the perma dark yellow. So I need this one. So the first one that I used was cadmium citron, which is of course lemon yellow. And this is a darker yellow. And I'm just going in strokes. You can of course go back and forth and that sort of thing, but you're going to end up with a lot more dust if you go back and forth, from what I found yesterday while doing the swatch. Because yeah, I did the swatch yesterday once it had cooled off a bit, because I wasn't sure how hot it was going to be today. Okay, so we've got the darker yellow in there now, and we're just going to blend that in. And there you have it. So of course you can color an entire picture this way. I'm just going to do the light yellow over here. Leave it heavy in the areas that you want it to be darker. Blend it in and then just add your darker color. Just blend it all together. Now I'm blending from the light to the dark. So that the dark doesn't take over my light color. Like that. And then we'll do this one here. And we're going to take our Q-tip. We're going to take our darker color. And it seems that if you're very nimble with them, very gentle with them, you get a good layer of pigment, and you can put them in a good tight spaces. Like right in here is really tight. And you got to remember, this is a small picture. So having the ability to get into those tight spaces with a pastel pencil is quite nice. I haven't sharpened these to a fine point or anything like that. I'm just using the point that was on it and that you get from rubbing it on the sandpaper. And I think the sandpaper palette things that I got with my stubs will work just fine with it as well. So there's our yellows. And it's a very soft color. It's not a in your face kind of color. And I'm quite sure if I was to say spray it with fixative, I can definitely color over it with pencil, like regular pencil. Alright, so I need nice lime green. What should I do in here? Maybe not. Where is it? There it is. And we're gonna just do in the little lime here. And we're going to take our fill it in. Then we're going to take our moss green or leaf green, moss green dark. That's what I want. So we've got moss green dark here. Well, that helps. I'm sorry, guys. My microphone was on the top of my head. So you probably heard all of that through sound. Um, so I will go over it again. Um, Basically, just small strokes. Um, you can use a Q-tip or a blender brush or anything that, depending upon how big of a space you're using, to blend it together, as well as to smooth out your colors. So if you have something that is looking a little too green or a little too yellow, or not yellow enough, you can of course add other colors and smooth them out. So now I'm going to use leaf green, and I'm just going in little strokes. Once again, this is to avoid the situation where you're going to end up with a lot of dust on your page. You just do little tiny strokes, it eliminates that dust because you're not creating that dust. And then just use a Q-tip. I'm using a Q-tip because it's a very small space. I can probably use a lip gloss applicator as well to spread it around. Alright, now we're going to do one second. Sorry about that. Now we're going to use some red, a nice dark red. I need a nice dark red. So I think Perma Red Dark. Permanent Red Dark. And we're just going to color in the little things there. I'm not even going to smudge this part because it's so small. But I'm not going to go over it with the lighter color for the soda either. So I've got the ivory here, and I'm just going to go through and I'm going to just add some ivory for the soda. Now we're going to blend that in, and being careful not to overtake any of the other colors, such as the green. I should have dusted it first because I got a bit of green in there, but that's fine. And then we're going to take our Glacier Blue, which is a nice pale blue, and we're going to do the glass. And I'm just doing the edges of the glass. And I'll blend that in. Of course, with the end of the Q-tip. Oh, I may have to erase that. You have to be careful, especially in such a small contained area. If you don't blend a color, that if you are blending near it, that you don't hit it, because it will get on your Q-tip and then you'll end up with like red where you don't want red to be. And once it's blended, it doesn't seem to come off. So, I really should blend the red. It's just such a small area. I don't want to
I didn't really want to lift it all off. So I'm just putting in a little bit of a darker blue in the shadow areas of this glass. And again, I will blend that in using a Q-tip. Sorry guys, concentration. Alright, so I might need a new... I keep on grabbing a clean Q-tip for each color because I don't want to contaminate the color with a different color. I haven't tried any other type of brush or anything like that on these yet, but you can pretty much guarantee I'm going to. Alright, so I'm going to take a gray. So I've got light gray, and I'm just going to fill in the bubbles just so they stand out a little bit more. I could have done this with white, and I will do the upper ones with white, but the ones in the glass I wanted to show as a gray, bluey gray color. So I'm going to take the Q-tip with the blue on it, right here, and hopefully I don't hit the red, because I've got a little tiny touch of red on there too. And I'm just going to add that little bit of blue to it as well. Now we're going to take our titanium, or our permanent white, not our titanium, our permanent white, and we're going to do these bubbles up here in white. Would help if you could see what I was doing, right? Okay, so we've added all our white bits there, and I think we're going to add a little bit of white to the umbrella. Because I'm going to have the light coming this way. Alright, so now we're going to take our clean one. This one's very clean. And we're just going to blend that in a little bit. Blend those bubbles in. One of the things for blending in such a small area, it seems pointless, but it seems that if you don't, it's not going to stay there. It's going to move. So I don't want it to move, so now we're going to use reddish purple. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. No. Do I want reddish purple or Mars violet? I think reddish purple. And I'm just going to put in the little flicks here for the flower. Now I'm going to try this because I haven't yet. And I'm going to do the dark first, and then I'll do the light over top of it and see if it takes it over. If it takes it over, then we'll have to go back over it with the dark. I have not used pastel pencils a lot, so these are very new to me. So I'm learning with y'all. So I hope you don't mind that I don't know exactly what I'm doing. I never know what I'm doing. I don't know what, I don't know why I think that you guys think I know what I'm doing, because I just don't. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, now I'm going to take this lovely pink, and I'm going to first blend that in. So let's blend this first. Okay, now I'm going to take the pink. I'm just going to add a bit. I think to those bits there. I think that's the worst thing about doing this on such a small picture, is it doesn't give you a really good space to blend together. If I was doing this on a larger picture, I could probably blend a better area. So add a bit more of the dark here. And we're just going to blend it out. I'm just barely touching the page. Just getting little bits of that pigment down so I can blend it in. So definitely do light to dark, because blending in the light does seem to be removing the dark. So definitely put down your light first. Blend this in and blend this in. Okay. This is the last video of Fun Stuff Friday. I hope you guys have had fun. I know I have. I got to play with all sorts of cool pencils, and now I'm learning how to use pastel pencils a little better on tiny, tiny pictures. So I know I've had fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed the time as well today. Tomorrow we will be playing with some ink tints. So tomorrow for our Saturday color and chat, we're still going to be working on the circle of life picture, the hourglass picture, and we will be doing the branches and the edges of that picture in some ink tints. So if you want to come and hang out and have a conversation and all that fun stuff. So as you can probably see, I just pressed too hard on that, trying to fill in that little tiny space, and I have gotten pigment dust on my page because I wanted that to be really bright yellow. I've thought, ooh, I just press a little harder, it'll be a little darker. Yeah, don't do that. It doesn't work. Alright, so we're going to fill out this one here with our leaf green again. Now, like I said, you can color the whole area and just work on top of it. So I've got that down, and then I'm going to actually add a darker green on top of it after I blend it. So I'm going to grab the other one that I used that has green on it. That's this one. So I'm just going to blend that all in. And then I'm going to take this darker green, which is dark green earth dark, and I'm going to put in the bit of shadow there. just like that. And everybody has been doing accent videos, and I am going to I love them. I think they're just the cat's meow. They are so fun. And I am from Canada. My husband is from the United States. So I was thinking of doing one with my husband um, to see if I've picked up a lot of the US slang and US words. Canada's not that much different than US. I keep on getting told that I have an accent. Um, I myself don't hear it, but other people do with certain words. So I will, when things cool down around my house, literally, I will sit down with my husband and record a video of us doing the accent video and see if I've lost my accent. So that should be fun. Now I'm just going through with some ruby red, and I'm adding too much, but that's okay. I will move it into this area here. Sorry about that. My phone just decided that it's going to go into full vibration mode. So I'm just going to move this around here. Now I wanted that to be darker than here because here's where the light's going to hit. So leaving that fully coated like that is perfectly fine. I'm just going to move it around a little bit. And I'm just going to blend it into this area that I want to be lighter. Oops, sorry guys, knocking you all over the place. So we'll bring that in and just blend it all together here, like that. Then we want to take a deeper red. Now that was ruby, so I think we need madder carmine is a deeper red, I think. Yes. So we've got some madder carmine here, and I'm just going to go in and I'm just going to give a bit of a deeper red around the grapes and down this side of the bowl, because this side of the bowl is shaded, as well as this lower part of the bowl here, and around the blueberries, and up here where the umbrella is covering. I'm barely touching the paper with it, just enough to get that pigment down. Then I'll take the Q-tip and I'll just blend it in, bringing it into that lighter red tone that I've put down. Now, of course, when you're done with a coloring with pastel pencils, with pastel pen pastels, anything like that, make sure that you spray it with your fixative in order to maintain that color. Otherwise, it's going to rub off. All right, so now we're going to do these grapes, and we're going to use there's not a lot of really dark purples in this, so I think I'm going to do them reddish purple. Where are you? There you are. So we're going to use a reddish purple. I'm just going to do the bottoms here, and we'll drag it on up. So we'll have red grapes. I think I'm getting close to having to sharpen this one. Like I said, I'm just putting a little bit at the end, trying not to smush the tip of my pastel in. Alright, there we go. And then we're going to take yeah, I was going to see if I could find a blue that would go into it, but not really. So now we're going to take our Q-tip and we're just going to drag that color up. Through the grapes to give them their color. Like that. Now I'm going to grab bluish purple here, just to give a little bit more in those. And what I'll do is I'll drag this down. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll take the other side of the Q-tip and we'll just drag it down. Now I don't know if you know, coloring with the pastel pencils is the best way to go, but it does give you a nice soft wispy whimsy look, so I like it. Now we need a peach color. Yeah, orange is too orange. Well, let's do it orange. Let's do it red. Nah. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm debating on this one here whether to make it a orange, a peach, or an apple. I think I'm going to make it an apple. So let's see, do I have... Let's make it a green apple. So we're going to take French green and we're going to just use it everywhere so that I know it looks like a peach. It looks like a peach to me, but I'm not seeing any really good peachy colors in here. But I can make it an apple. And we add some dark yellow. Up here at the top. And some dark green down here at the bottom. And we'll make it an apple. I like apples. I can't eat them, but I like them. Apples don't like me. Alright. So there we go. Now it looks like an apple. Well, it does to me anyway. On your guys, on the screen for you guys, it looks terrible. Alright, so now we're going to do some leaf green again. And we're going to do the lemon and the blueberries. And then we're going to put in a bit of brown for the and gray for the so I'm just sharpening this leaf green. Now these are really tiny leaves, so I'm just doing the whole thing. And I'll smudge it in, and then I'll come back with, what did I do with the green one? There it is. I'll smudge it in, and then I'll come back with the darker green. Now smudging it in basically is pushing the color into the paper, just the same way you do with a blender when you use color pencils. Alright, so there's our green. Make sure you always remember to use your dust brush. Don't use your hand. I have used my hand a few times, and believe me, it's not fun. It will ruin your picture. Alright, so I've got lemon yellow here, and we're going to put some Naples yellow in the center. And then we're going to take our dark yellow, and we will finish off the center with that. So I'm just blending that in, making sure that it's all where it needs to be. Now I could have done this, and I might still do it with some brown as well. So I'm going to take a bit of brown, let's see, sepia light. Or yeah, ochre dark would do as well. But I think sepia light would be a better one, just to give that center a little bit of color. Now I'm not going to blend that in. I'm just going to leave it the way it is. I might dab it so that it's not as dark. There. Now we have some blueberries. I think indigo is too dark. Let's see, no, indigo, maybe. Indigo, and then some ultramarine, I think. So we've got some indigo there. Indigo go. So we're going to blend that out. And then we're going to go ultramarine. And then we're going to go with this Mars Violet as well. Let's see, where did I put that blue? I think this one will work fine because I want a bit of that purple in there anyway. Because we all know blueberries aren't actually blue. They just look blue. They are purple and red and all different colors, blues. There we go. Now I'm just going to take my brush and dust everything off here so that I'm not making a big old mess. Then we're going to take sienna, as soon as I can find it. I'm so glad these things have names and numbers on them. And we're just going to do a little flicky flicky. And take our Q-tip and do the same thing. Just blend that color up and down there. Then we're going to take a little bit of umber. No, a little bit of sanguine dark. And we're just going to do the edge here where that shadow is going to be. And we're going to do the same. I'm going to use some umber up top here. Like that. And then we're going to take a nice gray, cloud gray, and we're going to do these little bubbles over here. And then we will take a nice light blue, I think. Yeah, light blue. Nice light blue. And we'll do the background. And of course I'm going to be pulling that where I've got it really deep into the lighter areas. So as you can see, I'm not putting it everywhere, I'm just putting it where I want it to be darkest. And then I'm going to pull that into the lighter area. So from here I'm going to go up into here. From here I'm going to go up into here. From here I'm going to go up and down. Be careful that you're not dragging all your other colors around as well. Make sure that I'm still on the camera. Light blue again for this area here. And this area under here. And this area here. And there we have it. All right. And there we have our little drink done with the Cretacolor pastel pencils. Um, I think they're wonderful. They did a very good job. They don't blend. Well, they do blend, but they don't cover as much as I would think they would. But like I said, I've never used these before. I've never used this type, other than my Derwents, this type of pastel pencil before. So I think that with some practice, that I could probably do a really good picture with them. This is, I think they did pretty good. I think I did all right with not knowing how to use them. I'm going to switch over to the other camera here so you can see what I did in the proper colors, because for some reason, sorry about that, guys. There's a fly flying around my house, and it just decided to fly straight in my face. For some reason, my close-up camera does not like to show the greens. So there is the colors. Move it in a little bit here. There are the colors of this set in what I can see, and that's pretty much bang on of what I can see of it too. So um, I think they did beautifully, and I am looking forward to doing many different things with them. And I want to say thank you to my husband once again for this absolutely wonderful gift. Um, yeah, so that is the Cretacolor colored or pastel pencils. I can't say colored pencils because they're not a colored pencil, they're a pastel. Um, I learned how to sharpen them today. See, I learned how to sharpen them. And I, of course, learned how to color with them today. And I hope you guys have enjoyed watching me try to figure these things out and learn from them. Um, I find that on these really tiny areas, the best way to blend them, of course, is with a Q-tip. And that's what I've been doing, is just very tip of the Q-tip, blending them all together. Um, yeah, so that is that. And I think I did pretty good. I think all of them have done pretty good today. This is the Arteza 144 markers down here. I think it did pretty snazzy on this wonderful little caravan. And this here is those wonderful colored pencils, the Indra colored pencils. And once again, pretty good there. I do want to actually try. I know I blended them with the Prismacolor blender because they're a wax base. But I wanted to try blending them with the Lyra as well, just to see. Yeah, they blend pretty good with the Lyra too. Now I did hear from somebody in another group that the pastels seemed really a little harder than she's used to using. Um, so I think that they were affected quite a bit by the heat in my house yesterday. So yeah, if you're finding that your pencils are very hard, warm them up. Get them warm, because these are like butter when they're warm, and they're just so pretty. I could definitely see a heavy-handed person in a warm house quite literally mashing these. So, all in all, a great day. I have had some fun playing with some markers, some pencils, and some pastels. So I have covered everything dry. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. And of course, I will be happy to see you again tomorrow during our Saturday color and chat. I will be working on the Circle of Life picture that we've been working on, and I will be working with some ink tints. So this is intense. Um, yeah, so I'll be trying to do the wood and the tree limbs and that sort of stuff with the ink tints, and hopefully I don't completely mess it up because it's a really pretty picture and I would hate to mess it up. I'm really, really dreading it because I don't want to mess it up, but I will do my best. All right, guys. Of course, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're not already a subscriber to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I definitely do appreciate it. It helps me out quite a bit. Of course, hit the like button that allows the YouTube algorithm thing know that you enjoy my videos and want to see more of them. Otherwise, they don't. They like to slow down the distribution of my videos to people that haven't seen them already. Yeah, other than that, guys, of course, remember to go to the community page. We have a full community page, and I have been posting there of the works in progress as they go along, as well as many different coupons and deals of the day and other things like that, special deals that I find that are most interesting to me and I think would be interesting to you as our community as well. So make sure that you check those out. Remember that I am an Amazon affiliate, so those are all affiliate links, and they do help out with the content of the channel. So if you don't want to use an affiliate link, don't click on those because they are affiliate links. Um, yeah, other than that, guys, of course, remember to relax, color, and stay safe. Thank you so much for watching. You all have a absolutely fantastic, wonderful Friday evening. All right, guys, bye bye for now.